It's a goal! Can you believe it? It's extraordinary.
Root.
Well primed, the Crows, I think, for a big bounce back here.
And bounce, we see, has both sides crash in quickly. Sloan a handball. Advantage paid. Jacobs heaves it deep to full forward. There is Eddie Betts, flying and almost dragging the mark down. His recovery. Jarman Hempy. It was all set up for the big fly. At least he kept his feet. Roughhead gets involved. Back to Warple, wearing a pretty famous Hawthorn number, the number 5. Fourth time he's kicked 50 in a season or more. And he leaves that one hanging out to the right.
Never really looked fit enough like he was the previous season when he had one of his career best seasons.
Yeah, just the 16 goals last year from Tom Leach. Opportunity is large here for O'Meara. Had 50 metres to cover, and the silence of the crowd said it all. For McAvoy from the Sicily kick. Crouch, Matt extracted it. Atkins pokes it and hope. There's Hawks everywhere. They all go the spoil, which leaves Walker on his own. Just didn't get it quite as he would have imagined to Douglas. This is not quite the start that this big crowd was anticipating, and it's about to get worse, perhaps. Warple off the left. Kicks truly. The Hawks are nice and fired up on the road. Out to Jacobs, forced to defend, but that works out okay for him. Sloan, this time to Jenkins, up on the ground, they can, up on the wing, and they can turn and charge back, or a couple will come back up to it. And that's exactly what we saw there from Chase Jones. Got himself into trouble, threads a couple of handballs through Sloan and Matt Crouch. Wrong side for Jenkins, had to go back and find it, but didn't he adapt well? He kept it low. That's such a huge possession accumulator. So much so that he averaged 24 disposals in his very first season of AFL football. Missed all of last year. It's good to have you back, Brad. Under pressure, Shields. He's a tackling machine. Morrison. Betts is down there. That's unusual. And that goes against Jake Kelly. 2 seasons at Adelaide, I mentioned earlier. 14 games for the Crows for 20 goals. And kicking goals is what this man has done so regularly. Free kick to Eddie Betts.
That's clever, Eddie Betts. He just chose not to take possession of the footy.
And 50. The only Betts I know, says Ray. And the only Betts we all know puts it straight through the middle. Out of that second goal. High ball led. Equal numbers ahead of the footy. Great mark from Leach. Starting to have an impact in this quarter, and that can spell danger, but just as we speak, he kicks it straight to the man of the mark. Almost got away from Hardwick. Again, the Crows confused. They're not as clean as they would like. Brodie Smith hammers it forward, and Sloan in the right spot. So Rory Sloan, as we mentioned, 12 games last year, but didn't really come back and have the same amount of impact as he has previously. A full pre-season. He's enjoying being back out there now, co-captain of the Crows. There's the Tom Duday incident. A twist of the knee, perhaps. So we can update on him shortly. Important defender. Oh, that's not a good sign, is it? The ice is out on the knee. Let's keep our fingers crossed for Tom Duday.
And also on crutches, unfortunately, Hutto.
Walker's out.
And waiting for it at half forward. Douglas kicks it in his direction. Where to next? It's equal numbers if he gets it in and puts the faith in Eddie Betts and Josh Jenkins. He's waited, so now the Hawks have got an interceptor back. But it's going deeper than that. Jenkins, Sloan. Perfectly placed for the left-footed Matt Crouch. And Adelaide, for the first time, are in front. Now it's Gunston's turn. McAvoy patched up and out there. Luke Bruce jet back in from there to work it out. Right call, Isaac Smith. Hawks back in front. Warple. Big fly from Keith, couldn't drag it down. Roughhead, still a crafty forward as we've seen. Nash, third in line. It's a kick from Lee and Shields, it's a beauty. Generally you're outnumbered when you kick like that. Shields dragged down. Good pressure, Adelaide. Torpedo from Miller. Walker against 3 Hawks. As it hits the ground, the numbers do prevail until McAvoy had the ball dislodged. Mira tried to wade through, paid the penalty.
Did really well there, Walker. He looked all completely lost, really, in that contest. Sydney up against 3, but managed to bring it to ground, let the troops arrive.
Crouch hands it off to Douglas. Takes them wide. Murphy off the left boot. Chase Jones takes the mark in the pocket.
Good capacity to run, speed and good skills.
And so we saw quite a bit of that through the JLT. Enough to make his debut. What a moment for him. Time to weigh it all up, aim it all up, and strike it pure. The Jones boy. Limited time, but they get a really good opportunity. Burgoyne, can he fly and mark? He was close to it. Nash just handball straight away. Bruce, Luke Bruce around the goals. As deadly as ever. Terrific half, Hawks. As we heard, redeployed from the wing back to half back. Bruce goes short. Opportunity, Warple, he just strolls to 40, and that's a fantastic strike. He's kicked his second. Morrison was lurking. Talia, Miller. From the deepest, darkest point of defence, it's a high kick from McKay. Hardwick. Hawks are more desperate and a little smarter right now. Back into the middle, a slight miscue, but he still finds his man. This would take Hawthorn out to a 25-point advantage. It's a big kick, and it's a straight kick. Straight into the heart of the Crows. Bruce, was he tackled without it? It was a tight call for Ray. Kept the whistle away. Oh, here's an easy goal. Cousins. You can hear the crowd telling him there was options everywhere. Not the best kick from Atkins. Again, not as smooth as we're accustomed to. Lynch delivers for Douglas, an unlikely leading target. Game number 238. He'll know the magnitude of this kick. It drifts just fractionally. Well, it is giving them a chance, though, and that's what they need. Miller to the square. Jenkins in the wrestle. Nullified by Frawley, then outnumbered Sicily. Jenkins, Eddie Betts. It had to be Eddie.
As we see Richard Douglas, another Crows player, looking like they're in a bit of trouble. Erde already gone for the game with a suspected ACL. Let's hope that one's not too serious.
So Warple going to take the kick. Roughhead again, his focus. Oh, and McAvoy has outmarked them all. This is a huge one for McAvoy. Coolly, calmly, he collects. Trots away. Sloan was exerting himself to maximum effort. Oh, what a great tackle. Brilliant stuff from the co-captain. They play the advantage. They probably have to right now. Oh, they need a special lift, and they get it from Brad Crouch. Charging hard the other way. Smith off to Sloan, to Matt Crouch. A change sweeps over the Adelaide Oval as they go forward. The crowd wanting to go for goal. Taylor Walker would be happy to oblige. It's a big, long kick. It lands the wrong side of the post. Miller, double handling. Kelly.
Brave.
Yeah, it was effective. Miller charging forward again. Composed kick. Short for Sloan. Eddie's in the square. Miller. Misses. Impey. The dangerous Luke Bruce. Burgoyne. Jager O'Meara. Ruffield proudly let it sail over his head. What a win this is going to be. Period as well. High ball. Double fist back from Segler. Bruce again. Cousins gets a clear run. A clear shot. And the celebrations have begun for the Hawks. Siren sounds. The unpredictability of round one strikes again. This amazing club, a new captain, but the result's the same. The Hawks overcome the Crows. A big win on the road for this mighty club. And the Adelaide Crows fall flat.